Hello there everyone, I'm the Groovy One, and I'm going to be doing some more Factorio today. So the last time, I destroyed a bunch of bugs, so I think there was some around this corner, some near the bottom, and the pollution was reaching them, and they weren't happy. Looks like there's some more up there, but I don't need to worry about these ones just yet. So we have electricity, and we have a little factory producing science and conveyor belts. A couple of machines that can make ammo. But all of this requires me to manually put stuff in these boxes. So we're going to have to move away from that in the future. I want everything to be available for everything else without my help. One thing I want to do that will help when I go to make these miners, I'm going to want a lot of electric mining drills. So I'm going to make a little mini factory and add it onto this somewhere that'll make green circuits. And I'll just let those be made over time, and that'll make the electric miners a lot faster to craft. There's nothing in here. I can put a couple more in there, some more iron. The science is pretty good, so I don't think I have to worry about the science for a while. It'll just keep going. So I will need a few of these assembly machines. There, now I'll have plenty. And these use a bunch of green circuits as well. It's really a waste of time crafting these things by hand because you do need a lot of them. So I will need one for copper wire, and then one for the green circuits. I'll put an arm in between them. The copper wire needs to get in there. A box for the materials. Then these inserters. Oh, I should move everything up one. I want to cut. Move it right there. That way they'll all be within the power, and I won't have to add an extra power pole. There. That would have been much easier if I had robots. So for the green circuits, in total, I will need 1 iron and 1.5 copper. Times that by 2, so I get whole numbers. That's 2 iron, 3 copper. So I'll put in 200 iron and 300 copper. And that'll keep this going for a while. In fact, I'm going to double it. Which is actually quadruple because I doubled it in the first place. There's a lot of math in that one. It's good to keep the ammo going. I can make fast inserters now, which I'll do eventually. But what I really want are these. I want to start with 10. But not yet, because it's going to cost... Well, that's not good. A bug came and attacked my stone miners. Where did they come from? Oh, they're right there. See, that's an expansion. That wasn't there when I started the map. But the bugs are spreading, so I'm going to have to deal with that pretty soon. I should have some time. So I'll finish whatever I was doing up here, which I was going to make some mining drills. There, now I don't need to make the circuits. So that'll save a bunch of time, and while those are being crafted, I might as well take out the bugs. That doesn't need to be in there at all. I'm never going to use that pistol again. Alright, you little bastards. Come get some. Whenever the worms shoot at me, I just let go of the firing button and it speeds me up. Which for the most part fucks with the worms. So there's nothing new here. Same as before, just shoot the spawners with a shotgun. Kill the rest of the bugs with your SMG. Oh, there's more bugs right there. I might deal with them while I'm here. Maybe not all of them. It depends. Well, I could just make not a lot, but I can make a little bit more ammo by hand. But I'll deal with as many of these as I can. If I can get rid of the worms, that'll be a win. Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of these worms here, or at least one of them. I can probably get rid of the rest of them. I just gotta be really careful. Alright, the rest is going to be mostly shotguns, so I can probably take it all out right now. But as you progress through the game, you get more and more better ways of destroying these assholes. But right now, you gotta live with what you got. Like any bigger than that, if there was a bigger base than that, it would be I'd have a little bit of a hard time destroying them. But soon, Well, it's still got a bit of a ways to go. But particularly, I need black signs for these things. But I've never used these before until recently. And I'd have to say I'm pleasantly surprised. They can really fuck the bugs up. I highly recommend those things when you get the technology. Those were one of the things I never really bothered with until like a few days ago. Usually I would use a car and drive around in circles, then I'd run into a rock and die. Reload the save and try again. Now I neglected my power this whole time. 70, that's not too bad. I already have 10 drills, so the first 10 will go on the coal. That'll be my next priority, is bringing the coal to this power setup, so I don't have to do this. So I'm gonna grab more iron and start making more of those mining drills. Because eventually we'll need 60 more. Well, that's how much I want. The way the smelting works and the mining, each one yellow belt, a yellow transport belt, carries 15 items a minute, which is equivalent to 30 mining drills. That's what you need to know. 30 mining drills, electric mining drills, will fill a yellow transport belt perfectly. And then you take 48 furnaces, and that will smelt all that entire yellow belt. And those are perfect numbers. So while I'm talking, I have no idea what I'm doing. I went the opposite way as I should have. Always refill these. Check on the science. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. 30 for the iron, and then I'll need 30 more for the copper. See, I need more circuits to save a lot of time. I used to just craft these by hand without doing the circuits, but it takes forever, and it's a huge waste of time. But I can take the first 10. This is not a very big coal patch. Well, I don't think this is actually protected. No, it's not. I better do that. You gotta remember to put the turrets down when you build new stuff. I'm still gonna put 10 in them, because I don't have an obscene amount of ammo. But eventually I'll put more in them. Then I don't have to worry about them running out of ammo. I should check on, I think it was this one. Yeah, see, these ones are running low. I'd better fill them back up. I keep getting distracted by my iron. I keep having to move them around. So this is defended. I'll still need a few more to get the rest of the coal once it's done. But now I can take the big mining drills. It's hard to see where the coal ends because of the grass. But you can highlight it and it'll show a square, so goes to about here. So I like to just fill these up with ghosts. Try to get as much of the ore patch covered as I can. I can probably move over one more. There we go. Then you can just hover over one of the ghosts and on the right it'll say how much resources are underneath it. 8.6k. That's not as good as it could be. Like here, 43k in the middle of the ore patch. That one's useless. And then once I got more than enough, I'll subtract the shitty ones until I have what I need. I want 10. So I'll find the lowest one, the 14k one, and get rid of it. Now I can place them. And there's exactly 10, and they're all a reasonable amount of coal underneath them. They'll need a conveyor belt. So the first thing I'm going to do with this is conveyor it all the way up here. You can run on the conveyor belts to go faster. I wouldn't recommend that in real life. You'd get fired. Yeah, don't run on conveyor belts at home or at your job. So for the last 4, it's a good idea to use burner inserters because they don't require any electricity. So if the electricity runs out completely, these ones will still be able to load the fuel in even when there's no electricity. Let's take a moment to appreciate the ominous music. So these just need electricity and they'll be good to go. Basically my electrical setup will be powering the fuel to get to the electrical. I'm using electricity to get fuel for the electricity. I love that. I don't have any iron. No point in grabbing. I gotta get this coal going right now, so let's just bring a power line up. There, now the electricity has become automated. Fully automated. Now this will be self-sufficient for a really long time. The coal will slowly go along the conveyor belt and it'll be loaded into the boilers. And I don't have to worry about running out of electricity anymore, so this is great. Why wasn't that full? Okay, now it's working. I don't know why there wasn't any iron in there. I should put down some more turrets. Never be too safe. Like, even with only 10 in a turret, it goes through my ammo quick. Each set of 4 is 40 magazines. These are like a full stack of iron makes 25, so these will make 50 at a time. So like every time I pick up from that, that's like one set of turrets. I will need more mining drills. I can make green science now, but I'll do that later. So let's go check out our power. Coal is building up nicely. So if I empty these, see the burner drills will put coal into themselves if it's available. So you just have them like these will be completely reliable as long as there's coal. The rest of them I will use regular inserters. I want a bunch of those. A lot of them over time, because for the smelting I'll need like 2 for every furnace. And that's going to like equal out to 96 for each smelting array. Like 96 for the iron and 96 for the copper. It's not necessary to do this much right at the start. Like I won't use it all, but the more iron I get, the longer it's going to last me before I have to find more. Which will be really easy because there's some right here, and by the time I need that, I'll be able to have a train up there coming. Just a simple train track, like coming this way and then going down wherever I want to put my smelters. So I don't have a lot of time left, so let's see if we can get something done here. I'll try and plan out my iron. Maybe my copper if there's enough time. So I'll do the same thing, just put as many ghosts as I can fit on this thing. I don't want it to overlap the stone though, because then I'll have to worry about sorting it out and it'll just be a hassle. Get these turrets out of the way. Now, these are kind of in the way, but I don't really want to get rid of them. So I'm just going to flip them all around. That'll give me a little more space on the iron. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but if you highlight these cliffs or something and they have an X on them to be deconstructed, the only way to get rid of those is to either destroy them or hold shift and highlight them again. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with these. I think I'm just going to shut these ones down. I'll take all the coal out of them, let them run their course. There, now I have enough room to at least put a conveyor belt up here. I like to leave a space in between them to put electricity. You do need some sort of space, either spreading them apart like this, or you could do it like this. Not like that. Like this, and leave a space in between every couple of them and put the power poles. The power poles can go in between them. Both methods are fine, but I've always just did it like this. So how many is that? 28. I need 2 more. That one's not even worth it. I could put one there. Those 2, maybe 3 there. I guess that'll do. So these will come out. Put a balancer on them. This middle one doesn't need a balancer, but I will put one on anyways because eventually, like, I'm going to move these around so they won't be even forever. This is pretty simple. It's just splits them into 2, and then each side gets loaded onto the opposite side of the conveyor belt. That makes it perfectly even on both sides. Do that for each of them. And these will eventually go to the smelting array. That will have to be for another time. So yeah, I got my coal done now. You don't need as much coal as you do iron and copper. So these 10 drills should be enough for quite a while. But I want a full yellow belt of the iron. So these will all get combined together. So as long as you have less than 15 on either side, because it's 30 for an entire belt. So 15 on one side, 15 on the other side. Any more than that and you'll need to either use a red belt or separate it and like have half it going to the left or something. You could do that too. So this will come out here, and I'll have to figure out a spot for the smelters. Well, I think that's going to be it for today. So thanks a lot for watching, everyone. And as always, keep it groovy.